So I messed up my audio for the first couple of minutes. It gets fixed pretty quick. I just wanted to re-record the intro. I didn't want to start being an idiot, but also an idiot sounding like he's in a tunnel or at the bottom of a well. I don't know, leave a reassuring comment that you don't see any discrepancies in the timeline of my beard and face. The third Bill intro, take two.
Copyright disclaimer.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill. This is Trying to Stand, where I try new things in pop culture because I've been living under a rock. I'm going to be listening to the music of Epic the Musical, The Troy Saga, for the first time by Jorge Rivera Herranz. Crap, I wrote it down. I'm going to be listening to Epic the Musical by Jorge Rivera Herranz, The Troy Saga, for the first time. Giving the highlights of some of my reactions, then breaking down the lyrics and just talking about it and hanging out. This is pretty different. I haven't really done videos about musicals, so please, if you want more Epic the Musical videos on this channel, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, watch all the way. Please let me and YouTube know that this is a good idea, that I did something different. Also, go easy on me. I did not do very well with Greek mythology in English class. I was too busy reading The Dark Tower because Space Cowboy fighting Pennywise's cousin go burr. Go easy on me, please. In the description next to my gaming channel, P.O. Box, merch store, all that stuff, there's also, as always, a link there to a card for social awareness, mental health, crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that, should you or someone you know need them. Again, audio is going to be fixed in just a minute. Back to me being an idiot, but I also sound like I'm at the bottom of a well.
The first one's called The Horse and the Infant, and I'm like, what a weird children's book. And the picture is like the Trojan horse, I'm assuming. It's about found family. So yeah, I guess we're starting with my favorite children's book, The Horse and the Infant. We could have fun. It's not like Greek stories are known for being tragic. Bill, what kind of grade did you get in English class?
All right, my brothers, listen closely.
Ooh, okay.
Think of your wives and your children.
Damn, I like your voice.
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guard.
Ooh.
Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir. Penelope.
Ooh.
What do you live for? Penelope. What do you try for? Telemachus.
Ew, yeah. Way to sell me on the POV fast. I just like how desperate that was.
A vision.
God? Well, yeah. Ooh.
I don't think you're ready
Ooh. Thank you, Thunder Daddy. Ooh, hit that low notes.
to kill someone's son.
Wait, you want me to do what?
I don't think you're ready.
Oh, yeah. Let's not.
It's just an infant.
Ooh. Oh, God. Hector, I hardly. I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I'm anxious.
Could raise him as my own.
That's a good solution. And a good note.
Make sure his past is never known.
Woo!
Beg his please.
Oh, yeah. Okay, nerd, layer the lyrics. God, it's good.
All you can choose is
Ooh. Good lyric, good haunting, good ending to that. You can feel that moment where it's like everything just stops, time stands still, TM, to like have that inner monologue, right? Penelope, and like I can feel that like out to the ether. He's not literally telling his troops in the middle of a war, I'm thinking of my wife. I really love that. I love later when we get the conflicted overlap of all these different perspectives. It's something in musicals I really like, especially sung through ones, the layered perspectives, the you will do this, I can't do that, and like overlapping them. Performances are really good. I also really like how like seductive, syrupy Zeus is, like very legato. I like that a lot. That's interesting. My love of musicals aside, what a much more interesting way to learn about this than, you know, here's your photocopied textbook.
Good news, I fixed the audio, so sorry about that. Tell me you forgive me in the comments. I really liked how it sounded. I really liked the flow of it. I also really liked, you gotta take care of this baby, and no, not in the family comedy way. And then we start to hit on that like a mobile, that overlapping conflict, those opposing ideologies intersecting in a conversation musically is so satisfying to me. It's something that I really like. Again, I see you, fellow musical theater nerd. Like, it really sells you on following Odysseus. He didn't go, okay, bye, baby. Bye-bye, baby, TM. Oh, this is the will of the gods. Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Yeah, it's that conflict I really like. And we get a little Greek chorus in there, which really nicely done. The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is whose. Are you gonna doom your family? Or are you gonna do this? Like, it's inevitable. Again, I don't know much about Greek mythology. It also sells me on, like, I don't know if he's exactly the fluffy, go-lucky, happy, cotton candy daddy animated version. Nothing was weirder than having to go from, haha, zero to hero to, oh, he did what? I don't trust this Zeus character. The voices are also really good. Like, y'all are really talented. It was a pleasure to hear you sing. Great command of your voice, great musical direction, great lyrics. Thunder Daddy wants me to do what? I really enjoyed that. I'm interested in checking out a little more. And next is Just a Man. Oh, I'm just a man living in captivity.
I look into your eyes.
Ooh, that's nice and soft. Is he talking to the baby? Oh no.
You're as old as he was.
Ooh, damn.
These actions haunt my days.
Yeah, those actions are gonna have consequences.
Close your eyes.
Woo.
A man who's trying to go home.
See? You humanized it real good.
Just a man.
Ooh. God, that gave me chills.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave?
Ooh, that rise in the music.
When does a candle become a
Ooh, okay. PTSD awareness, let's go. I loved that. Great job. There's just something about, like, it set it up so nicely in the first song, The Horse and the Infant. Can I live with this? You remind me of my son. Like, it's very human. I really appreciate taking the time to emphasize that, especially when the chorus comes in, right? The other soldiers, like, they're not all holding babies going, gee, what do I do? But it's like, I survived this. And it kind of does touch on survivor's guilt, PTSD, like the horrors of war, and then also the horrors of the individual soldier coming back from war. Even with all the big talk of, like, do this for your family, do this for your land, it's like, what have I done? What have I done? Like, am I a monster? Like, what was it? When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? A man become a monster? The horrors are really sinking in there. And yeah, I really liked the lyrics. It's the second song. This is the typical, like, spot for a want song. How do I live with this? I guess that's the want. I want to be able to live with this. I want to be able to go home. Can I even do that? Will I ever see my family? Will I ever be the same? Will this haunt me? That's such an interesting angle there, even if you want to look at it from a typical musical theater standpoint, right? The structure. It also, as an audience member, tells me, take this seriously. Violence bad, war bad, peace please. Links in the description. Opening on that empathy too, like, you remind me of my son. He was about your age the last time I saw him. I wouldn't want this to happen to my son. I don't want this to happen at all. Like, it's very moving, and, like, you really do feel that, like, when does the ripple become a wave? Yeah. When does a ripple become a tidal wave? Yeah. It almost engages with this thought of, when I look at my son, will I see this child? I really liked how that started to, like, escalate. Like, that tension started to be there. Then, like, the soft strings, and, like, you really feel that, like, emotional roller coaster ride through the music. I really liked that. Very effectively. Oh boy, Trojans and horses and Greeks. I get it. Oh yeah. I don't think Danny DeVito's showing up to say a silly. I'll sit through the ads. Don't worry, Jorge. I will sit through the ads. Or, sorry, Mr. Rivera Herons. I don't want to be so informal. Sitting through an ad or two for a little revenue. Thank you. I'm the third bill. That was my audition. All right, next is Full Speed Ahead. Full Speed Ahead back in time. We're going to stop this war from ever starting. Back to the Odyssey. Back to the Odyssey. It's about a time traveler. Oh my God, that's just Hamlet 2. Sorry, I'm a little upset and stressed. This is how I'm coping. Next is Full Speed Ahead. Ooh, that's pretty.
One goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
Damn.
Penelope's waiting.
Penelope's a lucky gal. So this is where my education on the Odyssey came in, was here. He's in a hurry. It's everyone's hungry.
600
Yep.
men with big mouths to feed.
How big are these mouths?
600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan?
barter and trade, work off the payment for the food. Woo! Sir?
I see a light that faintly glows.
Ooh, I like your voice too.
We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place.
No! Thank you, King.
600 men can make this whole place burn.
Or just wait a little longer. Woo! Damn it! Change your mind. Nailed it. Yeah, that would have gotten my attention way better than read this thing. The additional characters also had really nice voices too. And like everything felt very distinct, right? I don't know if airy is the right word, but like how light it kind of felt at times. It feels very optimistic when we talk about like maybe they'll give us food. Jokes aside, but like the change your mind kind of moments, we flip into a nice head voice. Oh, I'm gonna say the names wrong. I suck at this. Polites? Every time we voiced optimism, everything was a little more headspacey. You know, we're flipping into an upper register and then no, let's take it. The more aggressive it gets, the lower in the register it becomes. I really like that kind of distinction, and you can hear it in Odysseus when like he goes up, he's considering the peaceful option. Let's talk to them. Let's scout ahead. It's very concise and very pleasing, as well as kind of giving us the up and down as we're on some sort of boat. It's that up and down with the waves too. Like it fits really nicely. There's a nice like kind of island kind of feeling to the music too that I really liked. I don't really know what the word is, forgive me, but it kind of had that like dun 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 dun. Like Caribbean, I think might be the word. I don't know. I'm sorry. It had that like island tune kind of feeling at times. Like they're at sea, they hit the beach. Really hitting home and repeating 600 mouths too. So it's not like, we'll grab a couple sandwiches, we'll be good. Like this is multiple catering orders. You know what I mean? You also have a responsibility to 600 people who need to go home, 600 families. It really puts the weight of everything in perspective, as well as, again, the musical choices. Maybe they're nice. What if we take? I really like that. It already makes the characters very distinct in their voices as we get introduced to more of a supporting cast. You can kind of feel that angel devil on your shoulder, that Zeus Hades on your shoulder. What these voices represent, the decisions ahead. Again, if we sung a couple times about consequences, and now here's the time to make a decision while still showcasing the desperation. I like that constant conflict, right? It's easy for me to say, I just had a sandwich, not to flex, but I've had eggs today. You know, it's easy for me to say that. Like, it's really good at getting me to like, feel for him a bit. And then here's another opportunity. Do you just take, or do you hope for the best that they won't attack you, but also that they'd be open for trade? You still need a solution here. Man, this is way cooler than trying not to fall asleep in my freshman English class. Next is open arms. Oh, good, hugging. Right? People hug in the Odyssey. They have hugs in Greece, right? The Greeks invented hugs. Next is open arms. I'm glad it's going well, and nothing bad is gonna happen.
You can relax, my friend.
Yay! That sounds nice too.
You try to relax, my friend. I'm fine,
Polites. I'm gonna remember that.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Woo!
Greet the world with open arms.
Ah! Oh, that was clever. I also jumped at that. I feel you, King.
Here for food.
Is it the Minions?
Stay back, I'm warning you.
That's right, Num Nums. Wait, are we the food?
See?
Hooray!
Greet it with open arms. Whatever.
The Minions harmonizing is really fun. Maybe there's a healthy middle.
Fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds.
Oh.
Controls your mind and never.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, the food bad.
That's what we'd get with open arms.
Well, it's a little supernatural, but yeah.
Where there's other food to eat.
The cave, scary cave.
Ha! Scary cave. Wait.
Thank you.
Welcome.
The binocular beast cave? I've seen this episode of Adventure Time. Yeah, don't eat the fruit.
You can relax, my friend.
That didn't sound ominous. Yay, the end. War was bad, but we're still gonna keep trusting each other, and we're not gonna commit more crimes and atrocities. Jokes aside about like, ha ha ha, they sound like the Minions. It gives it a lot of gumption to like do like a pitch modulator thing for like additional voices, and it keeps it fun, and it's very jarring. It did a good job at making me kind of like jump. Like I was freaked out too. Again, I really like that balancing of trust, but don't over trust. It was interesting seeing the realization of like, wait a minute, the food is glowing. We shouldn't eat this fruit. I'm really trying to prevent my brain from wandering to, I should remember what happens next. I know there's a Cyclops. Like, I'm trying not to do that. So forgive me. I really enjoyed the openness in the music. It's a little more easygoing. It's a little more trusting. It's lighter, taking it to a point where you almost relinquish too much trust, too much control, too much freedom without thinking about it, or not enough thinking. Did a good job at kind of straddling that line and wait, let's take a look at the food. Don't just eat it blindly. Like, let's be smart about this. I think you're both very talented. I like both of your voices. It has that relax on the beach kind of sound. Oh yeah, let's also check the food. You're taken aback both ways, and it's like, hey, there's also, the reality is there's a healthy middle, right? Because also it could just be as simple as, you need to cook this first, otherwise it's poisonous. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what food this is. Who just eats something raw? It's raw in the middle, you donkey. Odysseus, yes, chef, that fruit is glowing. Hey, if this is my outlet for my feelings right now, I'll take it. Right? Is this the Cyclops? I don't remember. I love that back and forth, that push and pull, the wave in and out with the tide. It's also fun. I like the welcome, like the creepy little Minions-esque voice. And it's not so silly that it pulls you out by any means. Like it works really nicely. Like I said, perfectly off-putting. Lotus Eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where else there's food to eat? The cave. Scary cave. To be fair, they did warn you about the cave. Odysseus kind of joins in towards the end to greet the world with open arms. Like, this didn't go perfectly, but I still kind of learned, we both kind of learned a little lesson. I don't trust the scary cave. I like the storytelling here, both as just a musical theater nerd, but also as just a love of music. Halfway through the song, it becomes a little naive. It almost backfires, and then kind of compromise towards the end, still kind of taking in a piece of the lesson. I like how this so far has approached character as well as the nuance of the conflict in this story, the back and forth, right? And we're closing out the Troy saga of Epic the Musical with Warrior of the Mind. Again, remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, or this might be my last Epic the Musical song. And we're closing out the night with Warrior of the Mind. Warrior of the Mind. I'm gonna attack your brain. Well, okay, Warrior of the Mind. Ooh.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Woo! Hello? No, teach me, queen.
I see you changing from how I've designed you.
He's growing as a person.
Let me remind you.
I'm listening, Toxic Queen.
Goddess of wisdom.
Zelda!
Warrior.
Woo! You already did. His name was Kratos. Right? This is Athena. Woo! Belt that, ma'am. Miss? God, you hit that note good. Ooh, and this is, what's happening? Are we in hell? Where are we in space? Are we in Olympus?
Can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
It's very musical theater. I loved that. Oh, this is how they met.
God isn't bad, best is a friend.
We'll see where it ends.
Yeah, this kid hasn't seen War yet.
Warriors of the night.
Woo! Woo! Good harmonies, baby. Let's go. Damn it.
Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind.
Yeah, I'm a special little guy.
Don't disappoint me.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, queen. I won't. Oh my god. That was so cool. The harmonies, those belty notes are so good on you. Good for you. He had to figure out that that's Athena, right? I know who you are. That weird, when I thought we went to hell or to space, we went back in time, right? It's back to when Odysseus met Athena, because it's hey, you're Athena. We time traveled. The audience time traveled, not the characters. The spoken line of I knew it was you. I tricked you. Like, I don't know. There's something very Greek play about it. I don't know. There's something about it that like tickled me pink. While yes, it's streamlining exposition and information. I don't know. I liked that a lot. Something different, otherworldly is happening right now. Bear with me for a second. I appreciate easing me into it, and I liked how different this was. I loved especially the percussion line with Athena. Speaks nicely to like, here's someone not only obviously like a god, right, but like someone in a position of authority. You know, she wants to train the next great warrior. That's very indicative of the Athena I know, who charged me with becoming the new god of war on the PlayStation 2 20-something years ago. I told you my knowledge is limited. I also liked how it kind of set us again, like, oh, the drums of war and like building up and you'll be a great warrior. It's very pre the Trojan horse, the pony and the baby, the infant and the horse of it all. It really nailed that for me. And yeah, both your voices were great. I loved when you would harmonize. Yeah, have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you. I see you changing from how I've designed you. She antagonistically arrives to stop him from growing, to punish him for not continuing to be brutal, not acting like a warrior, which I really, really love. Because again, the previous songs, especially the first two, as we're like recovering from the Trojan horse incident, TM, the empathy of when I look at this child, I see my son. You know, how do I live with this? We're hitting on all these incredibly important themes. And then here's the framing of, hey, you're not matching my definition of warrior. I'm here to halt your progression. It fits really nicely, especially to end this saga, this arc, this chunk. I really like that. I like that opposing, that's not what I designed you for or trained you for or wanted for you. You know, well, I'm trying to create the greatest warrior. And it's like, shouldn't the greatest warrior can defend themselves, but also can avoid conflict altogether? Is the goal not peace? I think you're looking for a conqueror. Conqueror hardly. You know what I mean? I like that opposition as we've hit, you know, empathy and trauma, a warrior of the mind instead of the mindset of a warrior. He'll have the answer to problems, and then cut to present day, you're not using the answer I expected from you. You started with wanting me to change the world, and now it sounds like you're disappointed that I'm not burning it all to the ground. You can see through my spell? Ha! I was lying and you fell for my bluff. I don't know why that's so perfect. It's a big chunk of exposition, and you know what? You very much earned that. If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent. Sounds like a plan, goddess and man. Bestest of friends. We'll see where it ends. That's ominous as shit. If I were to do the rest of this, that's a spoiler. So, you know, don't tell me, but if you want me to find out for myself, like, comment, share, subscribe. Maybe become a member for $1. Maybe one day we'll reach them. We can build their skills and teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this notion of starting with the best of intentions. Again, I feel like what you're expecting of Odysseus now is to be a conqueror. And when it started, it's like, we're going to be good and knowledgeable, warriors of the mind. And now you just are like, why didn't you kill those people? Don't disappoint me. It's a very dark and ominous way to end that. It's more like a threat. It just fits really nicely as like a challenge of this new status quo. War has changed me. I need to be, you know, more kind, you know, helping him be less mistrusting, but not completely naive. Zeus told me to do this awful thing, and I don't know if I should. And then don't disappoint me. You're a warrior. I really like how that sets that up. I really liked that. Again, I loved the musical themes. I loved how it shifted not only for characters and wants, but also locations. I know there's a bunch more of these. Is it even done? Could I feasibly catch up in time for the finale? Again, analytics will tell me to do more. Like, shares, subscribe, views, comments, all that good stuff. That would show me and YouTube that yes, it's a good idea for me to do more. I think there's a lot of talent here too. I think both in the design of the music, the performances and the voices, it's really captivating. It does take you on a great journey. So far, yeah, I'd pay money to see this live. I'd like to see, you know, stage effects and lighting and all that stuff. So yeah, there you guys go. Those were some of my thoughts on listening to Epic the Musical for the first time, the Troy Saga of Epic the Musical by Jorge Rivera Herranz. Gosh, I hope I'm saying that name right. I'd love to know your thoughts on my thoughts. Again, clicking all the things, getting people to watching all the way. Let YouTube know that it's a good idea for me to do more, and let me know that it's a good idea for me to do more. And I just want to hear feedback from people. I want to know what people think. Again, links in the description for my gaming channel if you want to come hang out with me while I stream and say hi, my merch store, my P.O. box. And next to all the ways to support me, there's also a link there to a card for resources for social awareness, mental health, crisis line, Trevor Project resources, things like that. Should you or someone you know need them. I hope to see you next time I upload or go live. I hope everyone's staying safe. Be mindful of others. And remember to take care of yourselves, please.